Right now at 6, we are continuing to hear frustrations from neighbors in Catawba County after a tragic accident over the weekend. Yesterday, we first told you about the father who was killed after he drove off a washed out road.
And just an upsetting story here. And residents in the area say that about 10 years ago, a storm damaged that private roadway and nothing has been done to fix it. And now some are calling on the county or the state perhaps to take over and do something about it. WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre, though, speaking with a realtor who says it's not that simple.
And we've been told time after time, it's not state, it's not DOT, it's private road. Nobody's responsible for the road.
Catawba County residents have complained about the roadway on 24th Street Place Northeast since the bridge washed out back in 2013. And Friday night, that roadway turned deadly for Phil Paxson, whose Jeep was found in the ravine.
And there were no signs, there were no barriers, and it was dark, it was raining, and it could have happened to anyone.
NCDOT says because it is a private roadway, they have no authority to make improvements to it. And the county says it does not maintain roads. A deed linked the bridge to developer Keener, Shook, and Talton, but that partnership dissolved. Because of this, it's unclear who is in charge of maintaining the road. President of Realtor Land Institute for North and South Carolina, Eric Andrews, says this is a common problem.
They might go bankrupt, they might die, they might, the company might not exist anymore. And so you can't have the expectation of some kind of developer or entity being responsible for that road in perpetuity.
Residents could petition for NCDOT to take over maintenance of the road, but it would need to meet certain criteria.
It needs to be built to a certain standard. The pavement or the asphalt needs to be a certain thickness. The culverts need to be of a certain standard. They need to be NCDOT quality culverts.
This is a roadway Congressman Patrick McHenry's office says they looked to get funding for back in 2013 during a FEMA disaster declaration. But there was no money made available to replace the bridge because it was on a private roadway. His office made a public safety case to FEMA again in 2016, and that was denied. Andrews says, unfortunately, it may be up to the residents to take up responsibility for the road if they want it fixed.
In the meantime, all these homeowners could be setting aside small increments of money on a monthly basis, and they would be accruing enough money.
WCNC Charlotte, Jesse Pierre.